Hey everyone, welcome to the very late edition of Fantasy Football this week. I actually prepared a few notes this morning, and then just as the day went on, I just never got around to doing it and forgot till I was just about to make popcorn and go to bed. So I figured I'd just throw one out here real quick. Getting into last week, my stud of the week last week actually goes to the game of the week, which was Ben Black and Ben Baker. What a close margin of victory. What an exciting game, but this is why I gave you the stud. Because you had Magic, Tragic, but then turned into Magic, and Patrick Mahomes as your quarterbacks. Just good plays. People didn't see these guys dominating like they are. They are. You two have them. You're putting them in a starting spot when you probably have better options. So good job. You're dominating, and that would be why. Well, Ben, I guess you are 1-2, but at least in that game you did great. So good job. The dud goes to Chris. Chris, you scored 75 points. A third of which came from Jimmy Garoppolo himself, and now he's donezo. And here's the worst, you also only needed 88 points to win, and you couldn't do it. So you lost, and you get the dud of the week. All right, let's get to the games this week. First week is Ben Baker, who I've been high in his team all week long, and he's playing myself. I definitely was not going to choose myself until Cooper Kupp went out and put up 34.7 points, and Rudolph only put up 8. But here's the issue. I'm a little bit nervous about Mahomes, and I think he could have another giant game. So I'm actually going to pick myself losing in a close one here, mainly because no one can stop the man. All right, next we have Overpaid Donald versus the Gurley Men. And in this one, Jared Goff went out and dominated, but so did Todd Gurley. So it should be a pretty close one, but I'm going to go ahead and give the nod because 50 points from a quarterback is huge. But also, I think Hunt is getting a little bit better, and I think Landry and Mayfield is going to be a whole different game for Landry getting the ball. So I'm going to go ahead and roll with that one. And next is Next Man Up versus Nuke Train, and really good showing from Thielen. Basically anyone who played on Thursday. Like maybe you should have started Kirk Cousins. That would have maybe been a good call. Did good on Thursday. What I see so far is I like Kamara. Who doesn't? Just watching him play against the Browns 2 weeks ago, I feel like I haven't seen a player that dominant where I just hoped he'd never touch the ball in a while. On the other side, I really do like what I see from Barkley, and Thomas is unbelievable in that breach connection. I'm going with the upset here, even though ESPN says the opposite. I'm going to go ahead and say that Nick wins, but I also like Nick's team, so I guess that's not really an upset. All right, next we got Keenan and L versus Need Any QBs. My Drew update is he's 1-2. Did not draft a single top 10 quarterback, even though he drafted 5 and has dropped 1. And from all of that, he has Edelman. So right now, not the strategy I would have gone for, but hey, season ain't over. All right, in this week, you had Dalvin Cook show up for about nothing and get you 2 points, which is not good. Roethlisberger, he seems to be doing well right now, so I'm going to keep rolling with that. He's going to hand you the win. I also like what you'll get from Elliott and Keenan Allen in a deflated San Francisco. All right, next, Team Aaron, you put up a -1 point on Thursday night, so that was great for you. Unfortunately, your opponent put up 24.1 in his receiver and Cooks. What I also like to see from this game is I'm intrigued to see the Callaway thing because he's a deep threat, and Taylor just wasn't giving him the ball. But I think Gronk will play well, and I think that Javarius Allen, I think have a good game against Pittsburgh. On the other side, Breida, he just got that question mark on him. I don't know. I'm interested to see him play without Garoppolo. And, yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at. No one exciting. Fournette maybe is going to play well. I don't know. That's why I got to roll with Heiser. Is this going to be your first win? Maybe. All right, next we had another good showing from our Thursday night crew in the Dak Talk Ajayi against Tyler and his Browns-like season. I'm going to go ahead and roll with, with Tyler losing. Just not ready for all those Browns players to be on a winning team yet. And with the Thursday night showing, I mean, it's kind of like tipped me on most of these games. This is kind of a lame week, but it is what it is. Those are my predictions, and I'll see you later. Oh, yeah, go Browns.